Hey, whose channel is this?
My channel! My channel! Not my channel, not yours.
We got a package, so today we are revisiting
TCG.
This is a beautiful box. Unfortunately, the box that we got had a sticker on it, and I tried to remove the sticker and I destroyed the box. Also, I'm in the middle of changing lighting, so the lighting kind of stinks. But you get the point. This is what the box actually looks like. It's beautiful.
It's not like that.
It's not like that. All right. So.
Oh, you put that sticker on.
All right. So we are revisiting PCG. So I figured, what a perfect time, since we got some different sized labels and things, that we would kind of show off the different sizes and treatments that you can get with your PCG grading. So first off, we have basically what is just their authentication, right? So this is just authentifying that this is a card. This was a special art card that I had made when I visited New Zealand. Had an artist draw this. It's basically Oasis Respite, but this is a place called Cathedral Cove, I believe, in New Zealand, and they look very similar. So I had them draw Cathedral Cove and then play the game, see the world, land of the long white cloud, James White's signature, Goblin Instant Debt, and it's called Goblin's Visit Aotearoa. And then you can see it got an A for authentic, meaning that it is an authentic card. And on the back, it says Flesh and Blood Altered Card, non-foil common. Shows you what card it was. Kind of hard to see the lightings. Like I said, I'm in between lighting. And then it shows you that it was altered by Ashley Helam, and the signature is James White's. So this would be just if you have like a piece of art, something that you cherish that you just want to get preserved, this is their authentication. So this is your full-size slab, and there you go. Then in a previous video, stop doing that. In a previous video, you guys saw that we got 2 Viserais graded at the Rosetta World Premiere. So it says Rosetta World Premiere, Tampa Bay 2024. So you can see that's just a cool way to encapsulate a trip that you might have taken. It's also on the back there, so it says World Premiere. It has all the card stats like the other one, and this again is still your full size, so these are the exact same size slab, and there you go. So we have a few cards in here. One of them is a card that I have re-slabbed, and then the other 2 I don't know the grades of, so this will be kind of like a fun reaction, and as well we're showing off the different slab sizes.
One for me, one for you.
We're gonna take this out and we are going to put this over here. And the first one, is our Viserais. So this was just a re-slab. This was just a re-slab. This is their slim. So this is the absolute thinnest slab that you can get, I believe. And yeah, so it just perfectly encapsulates the card, makes it so it doesn't take up a ton of room on a combat chain. As you can see, there is a huge difference in size here. Huge difference in size. And so it's just a nice way to be able to play the game. It's just got a tiny little score there, so it doesn't really take up any of the art. And so I traded in my World Premiere logo for an actual playable version of my Viserai. And so we went with a slim slab there. And again, you can see, hopefully you can see the size difference here. You can see that is much thinner than that. Definitely thinner, definitely easier to play with. And so there you go. And with the marbles, doing the slim, you can kind of just put that over there and it doesn't really affect the non-art side of the card. This card is the Japanese Viserai.
Let me see.
Japanese Viserai. This is one of my favorite art cards, Viserai. Now this is going to be just your smaller slab. So I went with this one because I could do World Championship Philadelphia. And so it's got World Championship Philadelphia, it's got the date, it's still got your score, and it's got your subgrades. So this didn't do very well, it was 99859. But again, the point of this card was just to have a piece of memorabilia. I thought I was gonna be selling out of Flesh and Blood, and so this was just a way to encapsulate the card. Again, much smaller than your normal slabbing size. You can see it's much thinner, much shorter, and so you can actually play with this. And it's, you know, doesn't take up a ton of space. And, but I don't know, you should be able to tell, hopefully there is a big size difference there in your thickness. It does have a sleeve on the outside, but it's really not making the card look any bigger. I will take these out of the sleeves at the end just so you can see, but you can see this is your, I believe this is called your, I don't know. Anyway, this is your smaller size, this is your slim. Does it say, I don't want to ruin it because I don't know what this Arachne got. But the last card is...
Talk to the goblin. Talk to
The
the
last
goblin.
card is my Arachne.
That's what his phone screen was.
Gosh, this card is so beautiful. But they did have a bunch of printing issues, so I'm not expecting anything above a 9. I wouldn't even be surprised if it got an 8.5. But let's see. So this is going to be the exact same slab here, just with a marble. So let's see. Oh no, I went with this slab. It's a slim, that's right. It's a slim so I can play with it. So this is just a 9. This is 9 as well. I'm actually pretty happy with that. The fact that we got a 9, it's a slippy. So I'm sorry, these are the 2 slims. I got these because these are the first 2 heroes that I played with. So I wanted them to be super slim and be able to play with these. CC and LL. Unfortunately, L is not really a thing anymore. And then this is your thicker slab. This was my commemorating the event. So let's see if it says on the slippy.
The phone.
So Arachne got a 10 on centering, 8.5 corners, 8.5 edges, 9.5 surface.
Ooh,
wow, so it actually did really well in a few areas, but it did really poorly in some other areas. And I like that because you are not getting the scores on there, they actually kind of went through and showed you, hey, that's your edges were a little dinged on your, looks like that's probably the Visceri. And then this one, it shows you, hey, this is your Arachne, and then this is what we saw. The top's a little messed up, and you had a little bit on the bottom that was messed up. So that's super cool that they included those notes. All right, so after looking inside the box, I was able to realize this, again, is going to be called the Slim. I have taken out of the sleeve, so you guys can kind of see it a little bit more clearly. Again, with the Slim, this is just getting the absolute thinnest possible plastic that you can have. And so it's only gonna show you the overall score. And then you can view it online. I believe there's something with RFID on these, but maybe I'm just incorrect. But yeah, so this, you would be able to see your scores online, but this is just, you really wanna play with it. It's super small. It's not gonna take up a bunch of space on the board. And so like for instance, here's a random courage token. So you can see it's really not much bigger than a standard card. So it really just makes it easy to have on the board. This, which I couldn't think of, this is called the Player's Slab. So this came out before the Slim, and this was, hey, let's take this card here with all this extra space and let's make it so players can use it. So, you know, if you ever tried to play with a full slab, you know it's almost impossible. And so this was their idea for players to then have a slab. And so with this one, because we're not getting the absolute thinnest material, they're still including your full graded label like you would normally get on these cards. Except obviously it doesn't have a front and back, it's just got the one side. But so there you go, there's another, again, this would be called the player slab. This is your Slim. Now that they're both out of the cases, you can kind of see your size difference again. Pretty significant size difference. The weight is actually a lot different too. This Slim slab feels way lighter. I don't know what the exact details are. And it is slightly, looks like it's slightly shorter. Slightly shorter, because this is flush, and it might be a little thinner as well. A little width-wise smaller, but it's definitely thinner. So there you go, hopefully you guys can see that. Hopefully that's kind of showing you the difference there. And then again, this is just your standard slab. Again, this is outside of the plastic, so you can kind of get a look at it. And this should be very much similar. Yeah, you can see very similar in width here. Almost exactly the same width, probably. Let's see. Yeah, they appear very similar in width. There and there. And then again, we'll bring in the Slim, and you can see there is your Slim. So there's all 3 different sizes that you can get through PCG. Again, not very, I'm not upset at all that this got a 9. I'm actually pretty happy because I knew that there was some curling at the top of this. So the fact that we were able to get a 9, I feel perfectly well with. I wasn't trying to sell it or get value out of it. I was just trying to encapsulate it and have a beautiful card to play with. So there you go. That is PCG's lineup of different size slabs and my kind of just quick take on it. So apparently I'm just a 9 guy. I'm just a 9 guy. Hey, pro tip. I've just finished this video and I've realized never unpeel your plastic sleeves that come in. I just wanted to show you guys how these looked outside of it, and now I've got this ugly glue residue on every single one of the cards I opened. This one's not as bad, but these 2 are pretty bad, so that sucks. So don't do that. don't do that. So, should you grade with PCG? If you love Flesh and Blood, 1000% you should, because they support Flesh and Blood. Also, I think that their labels and their packaging options are just so far above any of the competitors. They're beautiful, they're made of metal, and so I 100% think that you should shop with PCG. And till next time, guys.
Peace out.